12th starting spot will be the 5 of Jaden Reyna.
Well, Buck, here we go. And race fans, get ready. Hang on to your hat, tighten your seatbelt. This is going to be one of them. Mike Looney to the inside. He's your pole setter. Stacy Purrier on the outside. Number 17A. One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet is Stacy Purrier. Green flag is in the air. And heat race number 3 is underway. Here goes Mike Looney.
Mike Looney with the break down into 1 and 2. He'll clear Purrier. Just go ahead and turn the car down to the left. Get in line. One car. That's Chase Dixon's machine. Way off the pace. Already lap 1. Makes it down all the way next to the curb. Looks like he is going to try to head to the garage.
That race today out of Catawba, Virginia. Mike Looney shows the way.
Yeah, those two cars were on top of each other. Literally broke the quarter panel up to the C post on Looney's car. And he said after it did that, it actually helped the car turn better, put more air inside the rear end of the machine, sat it down so he was able to lead the last couple of circuits and take himself home a grandfather clock. And what a deal for Billy Martin and that entire team that year. We've watched Billy Martin struggle trying to put together a victory, and he got together with Mike Looney, and ever since then it's been magic for the 87 machine and their driver.
Keeping an eye on Peyton Sellers now, closing in on the 11 of Timothy Peters. Those two guys have raced together for years, and two of the best right there.
Yep.
Mike Looney showing the way now.
It's like these cats have exactly the plan you hear about in the garage area. Everybody feels good. Let's ride, and if I can pass somebody, I'll do it. Right now, Peyton Sellers trying to pass Timothy Peters if he can out there on the racetrack. One car getting passed out there. Man, Austin Thaxton makes a dive bomb. Carter Langley lets him go on by. But then he goes ahead and puts a little bit of bumper to the back end of him. Minnie Tyrell is past 10 right now. Mike Looney is your leader in the 87. Stacy Purrier in the 17A runs second. Chris Van Dyke in the 15 third. Timothy Peters in the 11A fourth. Peyton Sellers, who looked like the longer we were running, the faster the 26 car was getting. Right now, 10 laps in. He's running 5th. Carson Kloppel in the number 8A runs in 6th. Thomas Scott in the 8 runs 7th. With Ryan Wilson in the 2 machine running in 8th. Jaden Reyna in the 5 machine, his first trip to Martinsville Speedway. And only a couple of handfuls of late model stock car races underneath the belt for that young man in the 5 car. Runs 9th.
What a line. Green flag is back out. Mike Looney is back out front as well. Stacy Purrier to the outside now as they roll off turn number 2.
Button hook, and around goes the 21 machine into the wall. Left rear first, Steve Zacharias' machine.
In Martinsville, be sure to participate in the Mega 50-50 raffle available at the Foundation booth for your chance to win or visit. Check out valleystar.org/mega raffle.
And I'll tell you somebody who'd like to make a good bank account with Valley Star Credit Union right after everything's done. Jaden Reyna, he's sitting 10th right now. That 5 machine for Ally and Hendrick Motorsports. That young man has done a great job at Hickory Motor Speedway as well. A couple of top 3 runs. His first season getting into late model stock cars. Started racing Bandoleros at Langley Speedway a few years ago. Has graduated to legend cars. He's won on dirt. He's won on asphalt. All kinds of wins for Jaden Reyna in the 5 Ally machine you see there on the screen. And that young man, his first trip ever in a race car to Martinsville Speedway, and you're watching his first racing laps right now. You're being part of his history book. He's being part of ours.
Yep, that 5 car looks good. The Ally machine sitting there getting ready to go back to green here shortly at Martinsville Speedway. What a beautiful weekend it's turned out to be for racing. We had a great night last night for practice and qualifying, and a beautiful afternoon here. And, of course, I don't care if there's a cloud in the sky or not. You turn the lights on here at Martinsville Speedway, that's going to look good. And then you put these beautiful late model stock cars under the lights, and you've got yourself a Valley Star Credit Union 300. And think about all the racetracks that are represented here from all across Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and everywhere else. We were seeing fans earlier down on the racetrack from Pennsylvania involved here, and it's just amazing to see the turnout that we have for the Valley Star Credit Union 300.
So Austin Thaxton's machine is the first car that the Franklin tow truck will reach, and he will go ahead and drop the clutch, and then the tow truck will go ahead and back up and help Jaden Reyna get his spot back up inside the top 10 momentarily.
Still getting the cleanup process done. The engines are fired, cars back rolling here at Martinsville Speedway. 14 laps in to heat race number 3 this afternoon. You're looking at the 5 machine over there of Reyna. Getting some assistance. Jaden Reyna, number 5, started in the 12th spot on the initial drop of the green. He's getting some assistance from the tow truck over here between turns 3 and 4.
Wow, we were just talking about Jaden Reyna, and that car is not firing. There it goes. It finally popped into gear. Wow, talk about lucky. They were just getting ready. They're getting a double file restart check. He's going to have to rush to get his way back up into the 10th spot. And he will do so. He's going to fall in right in front of Carter Langley's machine, I believe, right there. So the 2-5 cars right together, and because he was up top, that's where he's going to have to restart as he crossed the choose zone. But man, a lucky break for Jaden Reyna. So
those two together, the racing experience alone, and the green flag waves once again in Martinsville.
Oh, Purrier. They took off just about the same time, but Purrier's going to get a great launch down into one. Come in a little too hard. She tightens up. Looney trying to fight back on the inside. Timothy Peters looking inside of Chris Van Dyke right now. Van Dyke trying to guard the third spot. Here comes the 11 machine. New leader, Stacy Purrier.
Stacy Purrier showing the way in heat race number 3. Here comes Peyton Sellers, number 26. There goes Timothy Peters. Timothy Peters side by side with Chris Van Dyke. That is the battle for the third spot on the racetrack as they run down the backstretch.
You wonder exactly what Stacy was holding in the cards in his hand. Well, you're seeing them right now. He's folded them right out on the table, and it looks like all aces coming out of the pocket on the 17 machine. Looney starting to dial him in a little bit. Timothy Peters up into third. Now Peyton Sellers working on the 15 car. Chris Van Dyke for fourth.
Here comes Peyton Sellers, number 26. The Danville Toyota Clarence Steakhouse race machine. Stacy Purrier showing the way. Mike Looney is second. Two-time race winner Timothy Peters third.
Around goes Reyna off of the 2 machine of Wilson. A little bit of damage. They're going to continue rolling. It looks like no caution yet, but a lot of left front damage, and there goes the left front fender. I was wondering if it was going to hang on. It seems to be our debris cautions every time. The left front fender off of Jaden Reyna's number 5 Ally Chevrolet ends up on the front stretch right next to the Blue Emu maximum pain relief sign on the inside wall. So that was a battle going on for 8th out there, and there's the damage to the left front fender. And it looked like a shot right to the nose of the car. So I don't know if the toe end was messed up on the 5 machine, but he's going to have to try to charge his way. He's going to come down pit road. Looks like the team is calling him. Not supposed to advance your position, but they are freezing the field. Now the caution is out, so I believe he'll be able to come on down pit road. We'll wait and see what the officials say. And there goes the 5 machine. Once again, Jaden Reyna heading to pit road right now in his Ally Chevrolet to get his team to check it over and make sure if the toe end is messed up on that 5 car. But it was a battle for 8th going on out there, and it was Carter Langley, Minnie Tyrell, Dylan Ward, Ryan Wilson, Austin Thaxton, and the 5 of Jaden Reyna. So 6 machines going for 8th position out there, and something had to give. A little bit of a shot to the back of Ryan Wilson through the center of 3 and 4 from somebody. Got him sideways. Reyna was on the outside, and when Wilson's car kicked sideways, it hit Reyna's right in the left rear with his right rear, shot his car sideways, and then a couple of machines with nowhere to go make contact.
Caution is out for the 3rd time this afternoon. We're sitting on lap number 20, and that means 5 laps to go in heat race number 3 here this afternoon at Martinsville Speedway. And you get a good look at Jaden Reyna's car down on pit road as the team works on the race car.
Reyna's machine sitting down there at the almost turn 1 entrance. If they get him going in time, actually he passed the pace car, so I don't know if that will I'll probably go ahead and put him on the tail end of the lead lap coming back around, so he will not lose a lap in that transaction with his team. Thaxton's still rolling around the racetrack. He's going to have to come to pit road because that entire right front fender on his machine is wobbled. 4 powerhouse drivers following these 2 past champions of multi-championships. And down into the... Oh, Looney gets a shot from Purrier. He's going to have to jack the brakes. And it looks like the car's come out of gear and will not go back into gear for Purrier. Reyna trying to find a way around a couple of cars. He and the 88 machine have made contact 3 or 4 times.
It's back in the air. Keep an eye on Timothy Peters.
The hood shuttering down into turn number 1. All the air getting underneath it. Chris Van Dyke's machine working good, rolling the outside of the racetrack. Peyton Sellers trying to get him a top 3 starting spot for the 200 lap feature for the Valley Star Credit Union 300. Sideways off the corner. He has to save it. Van Dyke right behind him. White flag for Mike Looney. Here comes Kloppel. Man, what a run for Carter Langley on the top side of the racetrack.
Mike Looney, the leader now. This is the final lap of heat race number 3. Got a car out of the groove in turn 2. Mike Looney. Peyton Sellers might give it one more go in car number 26 over in turns 3 and 4. It is going to be trouble in 3 and 4. Mike Looney wins the race, but there is trouble over here. A big crash in between turns 3 and 4.
It's Jessica Cahn's machine and the 15B of Tristan Barnes end up in the top of 3 and 4, and the 88 down on the bottom, the red house right,